Southwest Adult High School in St. George used to hold group orientation meetings once a month, but more recently they changed their practice and began holding individual orientation meetings as close as possible to the time when a student comes in and inquires about the program. This change in practice has helped to engage the students right away so that there's not a gap between the time when they're interested and when they can actually begin the program. The orientation meetings or student education plan meetings are focused around the student and their plans for the future. So there's a couple of different messages that they relay during these meetings. One of those is that the past doesn't determine the student's future. Maybe the student has struggled in the past, but certainly there are opportunities in the future for them to succeed. Another message is focused on helping the student visualize the completion of their goal in the future. So they have a picture of a graduation ceremony with an empty chair, and they ask the student to visualize the completion of their goal in the future and picture themselves sitting in that empty chair at the graduation and imagining what they would feel like and what they need to do to get themselves into that empty chair. And then they compare the program to a GPS system. So when you're using a GPS, you enter your desired destination, and then the system provides you with choices on how to get to that destination. And you get to choose which route you want to take, whether it's the shorter, direct route or the longer, more meandering route. And you get to determine your speed. And if you make a wrong turn while you're on your way, then GPS reroutes you and gets you back on course so that you can ultimately get to your destination. The student decides what their goal is, whether it's a diploma or a GED. And then the program provides the support systems to help the student get there. So that could be like teachers and counselors, the curriculum, and all the other different supports that the student needs. The student determines how fast they are traveling to that destination. And another message is based around the placement test. Instead of discussing it as a placement test that's required to meet the program's needs, the program messages it as an assessment that helps the student determine the starting point. So back to the GPS analogy, the assessment determines the starting point to help them figure out the route to their desired destination or goal. Overall, for Southwest Adult High School, the focus of the individual orientation meetings becomes a focus on the student versus a focus on the program.